There's a quiet panic unfolding in fitness circles, and it smells faintly of vanilla-flavored anxiety. It's the rise of protein hoarding, the act of consuming absurd, bodybuilder-level quantities of protein at all hours of the day, often in increasingly unhinged formats. Your gym buddy isn't just hitting their macros, they're behaving like the apocalypse is coming, and the only thing that will survive is powdered whey and vibes. They bring it everywhere, to work, to parties, to vacations, to funerals, probably. If you've ever watched someone pull a 5-pound tub of protein out of a tote bag like it's a medical emergency, congratulations, you've witnessed the protein panic in action. This trend isn't new, but it has entered its most delusional, performative phase. Protein is no longer something you thoughtfully consume after a workout. It's something you force into every orifice and food group like it owes you money. Your gym friend is no longer satisfied with a post-lift shake. Now they're stirring protein powder into their morning coffee, sprinkling it on pancakes like some kind of jacked fairy dust, and yes, even mixing it into cocktails. Imagine a margarita with a chalky aftertaste and 28 grams of isolate. Nothing says health like tequila and digestive confusion. Of course, the rationale behind all this is simple: gains. The prevailing wisdom on fitness TikTok, Reddit bro forums, and the darkest corners of GNC is that if you don't get 200 grams of protein a day, your muscles will vanish in the night, and you'll wake up with the skeletal density of a sea sponge. This fear-based logic has led people to believe that every meal is a missed opportunity to eat more meat-adjacent sludge. Did you eat breakfast without 40 grams of protein? Amateur. Do you sleep without sipping casein in the middle of the night like a protein vampire? You're basically shrinking as we speak. Let's be clear, protein is important. It builds and repairs muscles, keeps you full, and supports all sorts of bodily functions. But somewhere along the way, the gym community collectively decided that more is always better, and enough is a myth invented by weaklings. It's now common for average-sized gym-goers to target bodybuilder-level protein goals, despite not competing, not bulking, and not needing to consume the equivalent of 7 chickens a day just to maintain their delts. And the protein math? Oh, it gets dark. You'll see perfectly reasonable people eating dry tuna out of cans at 9 a.m. just to hit their numbers. People sucking down protein yogurt while on the treadmill like it's some sort of gritty, dairy-based drip. Everything becomes a delivery system. Protein cookies, sad. Protein cereal, disappointing. Protein water, a clear war crime. Some even use protein pancakes as a meal prep staple, which sounds delightful until you realize they have the density of damp insulation and the flavor of gym towel. But the real madness lies in the emotional toll. Protein hoarders aren't just hitting targets, they're developing a deep, personal fear of underproteinization. They talk about grams the way normal people talk about rent. They panic in restaurants that don't have macros listed. They bring their own powder to weddings. They make decisions based on how many grams per dollar something offers, as if protein is a currency and they're planning early retirement in Muscleland. And yes, all of this has social consequences. Protein hoarders are notoriously hard to dine with. Every menu item becomes a math equation. They ask waiters how many grams of protein are in the dressing. They order a steak, ask for a second steak on the side, and then pull out a protein bar for dessert like a squirrel hoarding acorns laced with creatine. Their backpacks smell like artificial vanilla and mild despair. Their shakers rattle like protein maracas of judgment. The dark irony? Most people are already getting enough protein. Unless you're an elite athlete on a specific training protocol or literally melting muscle with every breath, you're probably fine. In fact, overdoing it can lead to digestion issues, kidney strain, and worst of all, thinking you're interesting because you put whey in your espresso. If your daily nitrogen footprint could power a mid-sized Tesla, you may need to dial it back. So the next time your gym buddy starts weighing their rotisserie chicken in public or pulls out a scoop mid-conversation like they're about to cast a powdered spell, remember, this isn't about health anymore. It's about fear, identity, and clinging to control in a chaotic world, one scoop at a time. Warning: protein hoarding may cause chronic social withdrawal, spontaneous gas emissions, financial ruin due to subscription-based powder plans, and the permanent transformation of your car into a mobile supplement factory. Consume responsibly, and remember, if you're starting to resemble a sentient whey tub, you've gone too far.